Jeff Heggie, Daily Success Strategies. Thanks for being with me today. It's unbelievable. This is episode 200. When I started this, I would have never imagined I was going to be at episode 200, but here we are. Thank you for being with me. I really appreciate your support. Today, what I want to talk about is raising your standards, getting where you want to go and achieving the goals you want to achieve by raising your standards and make it an expectation. Make it something that you know you're going to achieve, because we don't get what we want in life. We get what we have to have. And so when you can change your expectations, when you can change your standards for the goals and desires that you want, that they aren't just a goal that you're hoping you achieve, that there's something that you absolutely have to have, you're going to have a lot better success, because if you have to have it, you're going to do whatever it takes to achieve those things. And that's what I just want to talk about today, because the distance from really good to outstanding isn't that far. But the problem is, it's just beyond where most people quit. It's just beyond where things get tough, and so people give up. And if you can raise your standards every single day, raise your goals, raise your expectations of yourself every single day, so that you're just doing a little bit better every day, you're going to be able to do amazing things. But don't settle. Let's talk about this. It's my 200th episode. When I started this, I hadn't even planned on making it a podcast. But when I started doing the podcast part of it, I really thought, by episode 200, I'd have millions of downloads. Do I have that? No, I don't. I wish I did. And have there been times that I've thought, I'm just not going to do it today. I don't have time. I'm busy, whatever. Yeah, I've had those moments. But then I also talked to someone that I wouldn't think had any idea that I even had a podcast, and they tell me something that it impacted them and it helped them get past something, or it helped them achieve something. Or they just made a comment of, I liked your last podcast. And I realized that this is getting to people that I didn't realize could be impacted or helped by it. And so that gives me more motivation to keep going. So I keep going. I'm at episode 200, and I ask you, I need your help. I want to help more people. I want this to get to more people, but I can't do that without more people knowing about it. So I ask you just to share this with at least one person. And I know I asked that at other times. I don't know if you've done it, but today at episode 200, I ask that you do that. Just share this with at least one person if you would. I'd appreciate that. But most of all, what I want this episode to be is for you to take a look at yourself, take a look at your life, take a look at what you're doing on an everyday basis. We've talked a lot about goals the last couple weeks. Are you really raising your standards so you're going to achieve those goals that you've set for yourself? And have you set those goals? That's the biggest thing. I talk to people that have said, yeah, I've been listening to you. I love hearing what you're talking about. I love the ideas you have on goal setting, on being clear, on your why, on all those different things. And then I say, well, tell me about your goals. Well, I've thought about it. I haven't written them down. I haven't finalized them yet, but I've really put a lot of thought into it. No, you've got to set these goals. You've got to know exactly what you want. You have to have it on paper, and you have to know exactly what you need to do. Break it down, because like I've said before, if you've got your goals set, but you're doing the same things you were doing yesterday and last year, and you're not changing anything, you're not going to achieve any goals that you haven't already achieved. Without making some changes, you're not going to achieve those goals. You've got to change what you're doing. You've got to take the next step. You've got to look at the actions that you need to take to be able to achieve those goals. If you do the same thing over and over, you're not going to get a different result. I promise you that. So raise your standards, expect more out of yourself, but don't give up. I listened to David Goggins recently, and he was talking about, as a Navy SEAL, a lot of times in training, they would see the end in sight, and everyone would get excited, and so their leaders would actually go beyond, and they would get so deflated because, oh, I thought I was at the end, and I thought we were going to be done, and now I don't know when the end is. When you don't know where that end is, when you don't know exactly what's going to happen next, but you're going after what you need to succeed, that's when you really figure out who you are. That's when you figure out what you've got inside and how bad you want it. Because when you've set your goals and you face some obstacles, most people will quit. But it's those that are going to push through expect more from themselves every single day, and they get to that level of outstanding, when they get that little extra distance, that's where real success lies. And so that's what I want you to do. Raise your standards, expect more of yourself, and really make something happen. So if you want to have a one-on-one conversation about this, on some of the things that you could be doing to help raise your standards, how some of my strategies could help you, send me a DM or email me at jeff@jeffheggie.com. We'll set up a free strategy session, and I'd love to help you do that. So check that out. Check out jeffheggie.com as well. But I really encourage you to do those things. And again, as a favor to me, if you've never done it, or if you have done it before, share this with at least one other person. I'd love to get this message out to more and more, and I'd love to keep doing this. So thanks for being with me through this, and we will talk to you again tomorrow. See ya.